Welcome back to Kent's Food Review. Glad you're here today. We went to Old St. Augustine Road down in Jacksonville, right off of 295. Went to Vino's Pizza. Grabbed a nice hot, fresh pizza out the oven. Kind of impressed a little bit. It's really cheesy. As you can see, it has plenty of cheese on it. Definitely loaded with that cheese right there. The toppings are very light. You got like one pepperoni per slice. So if you're a really real pepperoni lover, you might want to throw some extra ronies on this pizza. Pizza's wicked hot, fresh out the oven. Let's grab a slice and see how it is. Hopefully the cheese is set enough to where it'll stay on the slice and not pull off. But we'll see what happens. Plenty of flop. It's already folded in half. Definitely a good flop. Now, let's see, drip rate. Got a decent drip rate. The cheese is dripping off. Let's see how we can not make a mess and eat this thing. First thing that bites you is that sauce. Very flavorful sauce. And then with that melted cheese behind it, gives a really nice texture and creaminess to it. I haven't had a bite of pepperoni yet, but that cheese pizza is pretty good. Been searching high and low for good pizza in Jacksonville, or pretty much anywhere in Florida. This pizza has a lot of cheesy flavor to it. Thin crust. It is crunchy, at least towards the end. The flavor of the crust is really light. It's not gonna wow you with this pizza. Really do taste most of the cheese on this thing though. Just grab this slice. Give it another second to cool off. You know, not really too much flop on that. Definitely cheese for days on this pizza. The cheese is where it's at. Vino's Pizza. Really just paper thin pepperoni. Like, I don't think you can't even shave that any thinner. Very translucent pepperonis. Very greasy pepperoni. Pepperoni doesn't do a lot for the pizza at all. It's really just the cheese that does it for this pizza. Cheese is really good. Now we're left with that little bit of sauce. There's really not much sauce on this pizza at all. Let's see how it tastes. There's no sauce on this pizza. When you take everything else off it, all you can really taste is the bottom of a pizza pan. It's not bad with everything on top of it. You get a good slow drip rate. Very light on the sauce. The cheese is the hero on this pizza. That's why they put so much on it. I mean, you can skip me a little bit on the crust. You can skip me on the pepperoni. You can skimp me on sauce. Just to throw cheese on it to make up for it. Is that really going to be good enough to carry you? I don't know. I mean, overall, it's not a bad pizza. It's just lacking some flavor. It's really greasy from the pepperonis. And there's not even that many on them. It's soaking through the parchment paper they put down. You can see how thin that crust is. There's like really not much on there. That's that New York style crust for you. Everyone in Florida loves it. Everyone wants to be a New Yorker. I don't know why. I just want a Boston pizza, man. Cheese is really the best part of this pizza. It really is such a shame. You know, you have really good cheese, you have a decent crust. Sauce has no flavor. There's no sauce on the pizza. Throw some spices on there. Excite my taste buds a little bit. Kind of got me all excited with the weight of the box and just the smell of the pizza walking over to the truck. Man, I thought it was going to be something out of this world good, but I'm sitting here disappointed. Definitely not the best pizza I've had. Definitely not the worst. I would definitely come here again before I went to Pizza Bella or 5-star pizza. It's definitely not Biggie's level pizza though, or Sebastian's. Been sitting there waiting for a good pizza for a few days. Been a bit busy, haven't had a chance to go stop and get a pizza. Kind of hits the spot, but also I could have made a grilled cheese and done the same thing. Like, I feel like if I give it any more than a 6.3, then it doesn't really deserve much more than a 6.3. Disappointment. It's not the worst, not the best. It's mediocre. Definitely needs some more flavor and flair with this pizza. There's no excitement. They have a huge menu. Good Italian style dishes. I don't know what they make or what they outsource. 6.3 though. Vino's. That's your review. Peace. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? We did Vino's pizza earlier. Went there. The pizza was 6.3. Was a lot of cheese, just good cheese flavor. Not a lot of sauce. The crust was lacking, and the pepperonis are like almost non-existent. And I was reading Google reviews, and a few people said that, you know, the pizza was better the next day. It's better leftover, whatever. So I figured I'd try it out again tonight with the leftovers. Here we are again. Vino's. You get a second shot. This is your title of redemption. You have the flop. Fold it up. Stand nice. As reheated. Not too bad. I just threw it in the oven for 10 minutes. Let it cook up a little bit and get a little warm up. Melt some of that cheese. The crust is just soggy now. None of the spices and herbs have really marinated since I ate it last yesterday. For being a leftover, it's really mediocre and bland. I do get a good taste of basil in my mouth though, with that cheese. I probably throw a lot of basil in this sauce because it's really kicking in right now. I can definitely tell that basil is definitely in that sauce. A little bit of that you get. Really little tiny bit of sauce up in there. Weak on the pepperoni. You gotta step your pepperoni game up. I mean, for real. This is 2 pepperonis a slice. When they're like almost translucent is poor performance. There's no excuse for that. How do you expect this to crisp up? It doesn't happen. I think it being a leftover lost flavor. It definitely was much better when it was hot and fresh out of the oven, day one. Backside of the crust of the pizza, nice and crunchy crust. Down right over here, soggy. Let's stick with 6-3.